Recently, I was involved in the selling of a home. It happened to be my brother's. He had suffered from dementia and had passed away. And my family was sitting around the table talking about what we were going to do with the home. And after much discussion, we decided the best route for us would be to sell the home. My parents had lived there for 30 years and my brother for 10. So if we're selling the home, we need a realtor. As fate would have it, on the door, as we came home from a dinner one night, was a card from a realtor, Mark Darfler. And I said to my sisters, let's give him a call, see what happens. So we did. Mark showed up and came into the house and wanted to know how he could help us. We told him about the situation we were in, about how difficult it was, that we really didn't know what the next steps were. So Mark sat down and walked us through the process step by step. Mark was just unbelievably honest with us. He was very patient. We had lots of questions. And the first thing he says, let me just walk through the house, may I? And we said, sure, go ahead, the house is yours. So he walked through, did a little evaluation, came back and said, well, if it was my house, this is what I would do, and this is why. Well, we said, okay, we trust you, let's do it. The next thing we knew, Mark was there with his workers. The carpet was being pulled up, the paint was being put on the walls, and he was so particular about everything. The day before the open house, I could not believe it was the same house. The walls were painted a beautiful light color. The furniture had all been rearranged. The dining room was gorgeous with new lighting fixtures. And the backyard, which was a weed patch, was actually very attractive, including the patio table set for a nice lunch. 4 days later, we get a call. We got 6 bids on the house, and they're all over asking price. So he carefully walked us through the pros and cons of each offer. And I looked at him and said, okay, Mark, look, I don't know about real estate. You make the recommendation. He said, well, this is the one I take. I said, let's do it. So he got back to them, accepted the offer, and 30 days later, we had the check. The house was sold. It was an incredible experience. I think as I look back, the most important thing of this whole journey with Mark was you have to develop a sense of trust. And the minute Mark walked into that house, we felt that sense of trust. And so we're extremely happy to have him as a realtor and encourage you to give him a call, talk to him, and see what kind of program he can offer you.